Here it is, the finished coloring book. My Veralla coloring book. I've been waiting for quite a while for Amazon to finally get me the published version rather than my author's copy. And they are now available at Rock Mama. We can also find them on Amazon. And this is one of the finished paintings that I used for the cover. And it's the full 78 cards. And I'm still in the process of painting. I've got a couple of examples here. The background is actually part of the design that will be on the back side of the cards. And this one right here just kind of illustrates that I've left the backgrounds mostly empty because I print them to watercolor paper. And so effects like stars and things like that are painted rather than drawn. The framing around the different images probably won't be the same on the final piece. But I created them for the coloring book, mostly because the format of tarot cards are a little different from the format of the drawings that I did. So I'll probably have to do a little bit of editing after I'm done with the painting of them. All four suits have a different type of creature, kind of a variant of what I call the Veralla. So it's available for $19.99. And because it is an Amazon coloring book, the papers are pretty thin. Generally speaking, when I use any coloring book, I don't really actually color in my coloring books. I tend to photocopy it. And I even made a note here in the beginning of it, actually, talking about that. How I like to copy to something else. Like I said, for this set, I'm actually coloring on watercolor paper. Of course, that means having a printer that's capable of actually printing to watercolor. Or cardstock would be one of my favorites when I'm actually doing coloring, because then it can take things like markers or a heavier, hand when it comes to the coloring. If you are going to color in the book, though, what I typically recommend is taking a piece of cardstock and sticking it behind the page that you plan on working on, so that when you color on there, it doesn't press through and create grooves in it when you're coloring with a colored pencil. Or if you decide to use marker in there, it doesn't bleed through, it bleeds onto the paper instead, and you just kind of move it every time you're using it. I kind of keep the same cardboard or same piece of paper, cardstock, with my coloring book as I work through different pages. So I hope you enjoy.